Alright, hey guys, what's up? I'm back. I've got my coffee. I don't know if it's gonna be working, but happy Wednesday, middle of the week. That means Final Fantasy miscellaneous stream. And it is just me today, no BMR, which means I have full control of the stream, which means, of course, we're gonna be doing lots of Leap of Faith, lots of crafting, and absolutely no front lines. But hope you guys are having a great week. Hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving. And yeah, we're gonna be chilling here. Actually, we have 1 minute until whenever the next gate event is, so we'll go ahead and chill here. What's up, Ginger? How's it going? Coda, I'm sorry. I'll try to be faster next time. Koyo Pig. What's up? Hope you're enjoying your corporate hellhole that is Outer Worlds 2. Yeah, so I looked around a couple of towns just to see exactly what I see you down there, James. Just to see what classes I haven't finished the level 60 quest for. So it looks like I still had the goldsmith and the leather worker to do. So I was gonna go get those done. Or trying to jump into anything at the Crystarium. James, I don't think you can make that jump. There you are. First hopes of the day. I have 82. I have 82. Could have more, but I've been lazy. And I also need to go check out what my what the Moog, the Mogpendium is going to tell me. Have some need. But James said you find a DJ. I'm following you. Lead me to the DJ. Okay. I'm gonna wait for him. Maybe the DJ left. Who knows? He left, had a queue. Dang it. Alright. He comes back. We're gonna go check him out. I'm always super impressed by... I'm assuming Final Fantasy 14 DJ is just somebody who like has the Bard class equipped and can do all the composing and stuff with the instruments. Which I realize a lot of people use. I'm assuming third-party systems to make the music, but it's still, I mean, it's still impressive for me. Ooh, all right, let's see. But yeah, I figured I'd go and deal with the goldsmith quest since I'm here first, and then maybe break it up with some leveling and stuff like that, and then finish off the leatherworking quest, which I quite like the leatherworking lady. She's always nice. Not the best. And then if we have time left over, we can go check out the Crystarium, whatever that is. All right. Cool. Then let's go over, and I'm wearing my carpenter. I'll be wearing my goldsmith. I went through and I glammed all of my crafting classes with their appropriate level 70 gear. He does a live DJ set in an empty room, but he has a video feed of their character in game. Oh, that's cool. Then I just have to tune into whatever his stream is and go check it out. That might be worth looking into. But okay, let's go ahead and over to Ulda. What have you been getting up to, James? Have you been just grinding through on the... Has there been a lot of new content coming out for the game? I keep seeing that like a poster. This is not the wrong one. I keep seeing a new poster whenever I'm logging into the game about a new areas coming up in 7.4. But it doesn't seem like there's been that much of a tick up of people logging in. I'd be curious to see if it actually does go up by any amount. Okay, let me remind myself. We got Serendipity, the guild master. She was pretty cool, if I remember correctly. And we're gonna go talk to Jemime. Aunt Jemima. Yeah, no clue. Well, I will get to check it out in approximately 2 years. I am looking forward. Let's see what she's got to say. It's glad tidings for me. So it increases chance of material conditions becoming good. That should be fine, but I've had no problems with my crafting. Like, I think 1 through 50, there was some issues when I was making items where maybe they wouldn't turn out the best because my crafting ability wasn't the greatest. But ever since level 60, like, it's been pretty easy. Let's see what she has to say. Glad tidings, Dorbay. The Alamegan Resistance has sent word that all is in readiness at Ralger's Reach for the Artisan School. The time has come for you and Miss Yuma, Emeloth, to strike out for Girabanya, there to cultivate a new generation of goldsmiths. Though I am not directly involved, the mere thought of the adventure sets my heart aflutter. Now then, your deputy awaits you at Spineless Basin, where I believe you first met your students. Pray see to your preparations and join her there at your earliest convenience. Cool. Alright, apparently I've already started this quest. I don't remember anything that's happening. Let's see. My journal on... Side with the hand. On a sudden visit to the goldsmith, Her Royal Majesty Nanamu Al-Namu informs you of her initiative to breathe new life into Alamigo's war-stalled economy, and involves establishing an artisan school training goldsmiths, and Sultana would have you be its schoolmaster. Okay, so I'm teaching the Alamegans how to make stuff. I can do that. Leveling is annoying. In the past, I used Beast Tribe quests. Recently, I used Leaves. Really, I have not had any issues with the leveling either. I've just been doing those, what do you call them? Like the donation stuff, like, you know, to the orphanage, to the bar. And I'll just do all those weekly, and I've been having enough experience from that to level up. I think my Weaver... I think you pulled ahead of me, which I'm a little salty about. But my Weaver is level 78. So, and I think that's my... Maybe after my Sage, that's my highest leveled class of anything. Go talk to Emeloth. Good morrow to you, Dorbay. Just missed our apprentices. They struck out for Olga's Reach moments ago. A shame, but you couldn't see their stunned faces when I told them that the school was established under the patronage of the Sultana herself. Nay, they had no idea who their benefactor is. Doubtless they assumed the coin was publicly sourced, but the seventh hell would freeze over before Uldal becomes so charitable. The truth is, Her Grace is personally bearing all the expenses. However, she desires no credit for it, and wishes instead to keep the initiative quiet. And so, when the call went out for apprentices, nary a mention was made of her involvement. I can only imagine how the three will react when they learn Her Grace's contribution includes her Lady Mother's crown. Speaking of the crown, I have it in my safekeeping. Let us see it safely to Ralgo's Reach, where our eager apprentices await. Shall we, or then? Yeah, no, straight up. Those, freaking greedy Lalafels would not donate water to a guy dying of thirst. That was a good analogy. Makes it easy. Well, what level are all your crafters? I am assuming you've passed me by. Oh, we're going to Ralger's Reach, not Little Alamiga. That's right, because I think the most annoying part about all these 60+ crafting quests was the fact that I was constantly having to travel back and forth between the old world and the new world. You know, Girabanya is not that bad, but having to keep traveling back and forth to Kugane was kind of all 80. Fine. I got BMR over here who's got everything up to 70, and you've got everything up to 80, and I just need to play the game more. There you are, Dobe. Upon arriving, I was surprised to learn that yours is already an established name in these parts. It makes it all that more compelling that Her Grace would name you for the role. Without further ado, may I introduce you to Kanchana, our liaison with the Resistance. Greetings, and welcome to Ralger's Reach. We Ananta love accessories. Love to make and to wear them. The goldsmithing of your kind is most intriguing, and I look forward to observing your techniques. Snake Lady. But tell me, this crown you have brought, such a precious thing. Yet you mean to take it apart for its stones? Yeah, it belonged to the Sultana's mother, and is worth a fortune. And to be honest, the idea of working on it frightens me. Let us strive to be worthy of it. Alright, Pollo. You have fun at dinner. Crown is the symbol of the Sultana's faith in us. As the schoolmaster says, we must strive to be worthy of that faith. It is a tradition among nobles to bequeath gemstones unto those nearest and dearest to them, and to Her Grace the people of Eorzea are as her children. So let us receive the stones with thanks and ensure that they serve a good cause, that which will lead to a better future for the Alamegans, as is Her Grace's will. So, that is the way of it. Well, I shall show you to the space we've set aside for use by the artisan school. But I might ask, is that to be your actual name? It strikes me as somewhat generic. Hard to argue with that. If we're going to be selling our wares eventually, I reckon we need a catchier name to slap on them. Right, something less a school and more a workshop, like the Crown Gemworks, you know, in honor of the Sultana. I believe this is a fine idea, and that is a fine name. What say you, schoolmaster? It's official then. From this moment forth, the Crown Gemworks is in operation. Kanchana, pray lead the way. Schoolmaster, to begin with, might I suggest you have a word with each of your apprentices? It would serve to build rapport, and you would stand to learn about it. Alright, we got... No, don't leave, I was gonna talk to you. I will say, I think out of all of the beast races we've had the misfortune to come across, the snake people are probably my favorite. With the least favorite, of course, being a tie between the Mughals and the Namazu. Namazu are terrible. Alright, we got Jakebeka. 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 Schoolmaster, so it's true what Miss Emerloth says, and you know all our warriors here and fought with them besides. Wow. I think that your skilled hands can create magnificent works of art as well as wreak bloody havoc. You truly are a versatile schoolmaster, and I'm honored to be your pupil. Most of all, I'm honored that Her Grace would entrust us with her crown. But a little nervous as well because I can be clumsy sometimes, so I'll have to take extra care that my hands don't slip. Does she not know what punctuation is? Those were both just huge run-on sentences. Then we got Wido. Hello there, Chief. Just working on the basics at the moment. Having been a smithy, this metal side of things comes pretty natural to me, but cutting and polishing stones, that's a whole new world. I can't for the life of me tell what's good and what's bad. I've seen enough finished products, I suppose. Alright. She talks a lot. He's good with metal. We got Hal. Me? I never done no crafting afore, and it's all I can do to remember the basics. But Miss Emerloth says I've got a sense for working stone. That's my mining experience talking, I reckon. Glance and I can tell a stone's character, its oddness and all that. Can't say the same when it comes to metal though. I've dug up ore, to be sure, but stuff what comes to us ain't ore no more. Stone don't change like that. Oh god. There's a lot of accents to keep track of. I don't know if I could do that. She does that. So as much as I like the individual job quests, they each have their own kind of flavor. I'm looking forward to them just condensing it into one thing. The thought of having to do, I'm doing this, which is, 5 to 6 quests, and then I gotta go do this, 8 more times for each job class. It's a lot. I'll be excited for the Crystarium stuff, but let's see where this one takes us. The other crafting quests I've done were kind of hit and miss. I think I remember liking the armorer one or the blacksmith one, whichever one was the one with the runaway girl, who then we had to have a competition with, and she ended up having a crush on the helper guy, whoever our mentor was. That was great. That was probably my favorite one. You've spoken with our apprentices. How do they fare? One talks a lot, one's good with rocks, one's good with metal. I see. My own impressions are much the same as yours. Jakebeka shows promise. Her time at the jewelry shop has instilled her with artistic sense, and she has a zeal in abundance. The challenge will be the two brothers. Wido works metal like a veteran, but stone like a layman. Hal, meanwhile, is the opposite. Brilliant with stone and lackluster with metal. Goldsmith proficient in only one area is no goldsmith at all. I have in mind to have them overcome their weaknesses, ere I let them move on to the next step. But what say you, schoolmaster? We should make them work on something first. Level 70 quests at least give you the mats needed and not needing your own. 60 made you find the mats yourself. Yeah, so all the Heavensward stuff you actually had to go out and look for, all the mats, which was annoying for some of the job quests. Like, I remember doing Weaver, and I needed to go hunt down. I needed to go through 20 different giraffes in order to get enough leather to make some of the stuff I needed, and it was rather annoying. At least, yeah, this is all. You just go to the crafting menu and it's already there. Oh, you would have them try their hand at crafting a finished product. Perhaps there is wisdom in this. When working on a part, it is important to know how it fits into the whole. With this in mind, I have a proposal. we prepare a sample product, which our apprentices will work together to reproduce to the best of their abilities. The point is to create something from beginning to end, and to that end, we will each have a person take charge of the area in which he or she excels. This exercise will give them not only a sense of satisfaction, but also a better understanding of each aspect of our craft in context. My thanks, Schoolmaster. Such an idea would not have occurred to me without your input. Now, on the question of a sample, I believe that it is best made by your hands. Quality would surpass aught I could hope to produce. The knowledge that it came from you would serve to inspire our apprentices. As for the subject, yes, a silver ring would pose a suitable challenge. Something adorned with a beautiful lapis lazuli from the Grace's crown. We're already breaking the crown apart. Here are some materials to get you started. Should you require more, you need but ask Kanchana. Cool. So yeah, then you can just go in here, go to your crafting log. Side quests? No. Class? Class quest. Silver ring. I mean, how easy was that? Our apprentices keenly await their task, Dorbe. May I ask if the ring is ready? So they're copying my ring? I thought... Whatever. Viragot's beard! Such an immaculately balanced ring. And the exquisite texture, each hammer stroke lovingly measured. I had expected to be impressed, but I find myself in utter awe. This ring is the very embodiment of perfection, a worthy vessel for the Sultana's faith and goodwill. No pressure, kids. It is the simplest articles that separate masters from middling craftsmen. I wonder if our aspiring young goldsmiths will be able to appreciate the difference. Everyone, pray gather round. For your next task, we will have you make a simple ring. Schoolmaster Harrigan has personally crafted a sample for your reference. Oh, there's no way I could possibly make something this fine. Not within my lifetime, and definitely not today. Such refreshing candor, and a sentiment I can well appreciate. Though I am no expert, 'tis plain that this is the work of a true master. And so it is, but be not daunted, my apprentices, for we neither ask nor expect a master's quality of you yet. Nay, your goal is to simply produce a finished product, and you needn't give thought beyond that. So I was thinking I was handy with metal, but this is taking it to another level. I hear you. And I thought the gem was already perfect when it was on the crown, but now it's more perfect. What tiny warps there was on the surface are all gone. Not that I noticed them before. Yes, we're better at some things than we are at others, but it's all the same next to what the schoolmaster can do. Right. Goal's so far away, it doesn't seem to matter where we start from, or what our strengths and weaknesses are. Yep, you all suck equally. Sorry, it's true. Rest assured, your strengths are nothing to look down upon, and we shall draw upon them first of all. As such, the work will be delegated as follows. Wido will be responsible for fashioning the band. Al will cut and polish the stone, and last but not least, Jakebica will take charge of the initial design and finishing touches. Doubt not that the time will come when you strive for mastery in all aspects of goldsmithing. To begin with, we want you to focus on cultivating your individual strengths and bid you join them together now to create your very first finished product. Yes, miss. We appreciate you taking the time to craft such an amazing sample, especially for us, and we promise to do our very best. Great. Stop talking. Oh my god. The schoolmaster and I have every confidence that you will. Remember, this workshop is yours, and everything here is at your disposal. But should you have any further needs or questions, do not hesitate to come to us. The change in their bearing was fairly palpable, was it not? To behold your ring was to gaze up at the true heights of our craft, and it instilled them with a newfound determination. I look forward to seeing how they rise to the challenge. Fantastic. I don't need any of this. It does look cool, though. All getting donated to the Billmans anyway. Secondary problem of the crafting quest is there is way too much talking and not enough crafting. And if I have to voice act all of this, ugh, it's gonna be like BMR doing Totterin. James, you busy? Do you want to run a trial real quick? Just to break up the speaking. All right, cool. I'm gonna go in as my machinist. We'll see. Play machinist. Do you want to switch? We have we have approximately 6 minutes. Yeah. You let me know when you're ready. Oh, you've been working on Ruark's house at all? The last time I went in, it was looking good. Also, I don't know how to tell Hexy this, but I accidentally picked one of the plants that she planted underneath our Ruark and Dorbay shrine. So bad. And I don't know how to replant anything because I don't have the seeds. What? We're doing the Rapulous one? Alright, this is interesting. I don't think I've ever gotten this on the Duty Finder. Dang it, we're not even going to be doing it for the scales. Which I think... Yeah, I have 31 of them. Ah, it's gonna take... Is it the, I imagine it's the same... It's the same sequence as it was for the, legendary fight. Just a lot slower. That poor guy. He didn't know. Ooh, there's a lot of people. So, I mean, this as a spectacle is probably one of the coolest raids for Trials. What does that do? We did it. I feel like we just got pulled in just to help that one guy complete it for the first time. Might as well grab these, you know. It's fine. It's okay. You not like that one? I mean, I imagine having to do it over and over again, it loses its appeal. All right, that might be how we do this. Where we'll take a little break. We'll do a quest or a couple quests, depending on how much talking there is, and then we'll do a trial real quick. All right, back to now. Cool. You've had it too much lately? I wonder why. Emmeloth has a new worry to replace the old. Some usuals. Thanks to your inspired idea and extraordinary craftsmanship, we have addressed the issue of the two brothers' shortcomings and may carry on their education. Alas, another issue has arisen, this time with Jacobica. She possesses determination, artistic sense, and above all, a love for jewelry. I was quite certain she would succeed as a goldsmith. But she is, for want of a better word, clumsy. Remarkably so. She falters at the most vital steps when applying the finishing touches, and ends up having to start from scratch. This has happened so many times now, she has become quite depressed. Yeah. Considering how reliable she is at molding, I cannot understand why she would struggle in this way. Could it be she puts too much pressure on herself and it robs her of a steady touch? Whatever the cause might be, perhaps you will be able to discern it, where I could not. I'm going to trouble you to look in on Jacobica, schoolmaster, and the other two as well while you are at it. You are like to find them at the sutler's tents. It's a new word, sutler. I've heard that one before. I've been attempting to learn how to play Mahjong this week. That Where Winds Meet game. You know, it's kind of like Breath of the Wild, where it's an open world and there's all these little activities to do. You collect basically Korok seeds in all but name. There's people that challenge you to Mahjong. I have no idea how to play, so I'm trying to learn how to do it. I know there's Mahjong here in the casino. Maybe that's my next adventure, is just to learn how to play that. That'll be next week's stream. AP. Alright, Wido, what's up? Thanks again for the other day, Chief. We've got our heads down and together trying to put out a ring that won't shame you. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Eh? I noticed anything about Jepica's work? Well, saw it better than me. That's taken all her bungling into account. Well, it's a pity, because she seems to know exactly what she wants to do. I ain't no expert, yet anyway, but might be she could stand to slow it down some. I mean, outside of work, she's always gets me and Al mixed up. I won't deny the resemblance, but I'm clearly the better looking one. I mean, I get you and Hal mixed up. I'm pretty sure I keep switching your guys' accents. Hey, I've been watching Miss Emiloth trying to imitate her movements. She's real graceful with her hands, you know. Next time, maybe you could let us watch you too? Jacobica? She's been having a lot of missteps of late, and it's gotten her down. Funny thing is, you know when something's about to go wrong. She furrows her brows, looks real focused, like then, and lets out a growl. And the next moment, all her work's undone. Schoolmaster, I'm at my wit's end. Keep on botching the finishing touches. It's just so frustrating. I don't know what to do anymore. I was never clumsy like this in the past, and though people say I talk in streams of thought, I never rush my work, but for some reason my hands and fingers don't move as I will them. I can't for the life of me work out what's wrong, and it's driving me mad. I'm about ready to give up. Well, he does talk a lot. Were you able to learn art of Jebica's situation? She furrows her eyebrows before an instance of bungling, you say, and struggles to tell the two brothers apart besides. Maybe she needs glasses. Yeah! It seems to me the problem lies with her eyes. I was aware of her poor eyesight, but I assumed that her spectacles corrected it. Well, Jakebica is right there, so let us test her vision and ascertain the possibility. Schoolmaster, may I trouble you to summon her while Conchana and I set things up? I thought she was already wearing glasses. Are they just like hipster glasses? There's no lenses in them? You wish to test my vision, Schoolmaster Harrigan? But, of course. So, I just stand here, and I should take off my spectacles? Nay, young goldsmith. Pray leave them on. Let us begin. Whose hand is raised? Miss Emmeloth's or mine? Oh, that's easy. Yours, Conchana. That's really bad. That wasn't even like the hand next to Conchana, that was the hand on the opposite side of Conchana. It honestly appears that way to you? By the gods, girl, what world have you been living in? Have you not already strolled off a cliff? We have our answer. Her spectacles have outlived their usefulness. Mayhap our schoolmaster would be so kind as to make her a new pair. It just so happens I had spectacles in mind for the next task. Oh, what a coincidence. From the curves of the lenses to the joints of the frame, these items demand a high degree of precision and are thus ideal for cultivating attention to detail. The spectacles you craft for Jakebica would also serve admirably as a sample for our apprentices. And for their added benefit, may I suggest that you make a demonstration of it? So, the schoolmaster will make me a new pair of spectacles, and it'll be our reference for the next task. How's she gonna look at the reference if she can't see without the spectacles? Whenever you are ready, Dove. As before, if you are short of materials, Conchana will furnish you with whatever you require. I think Jakebica has the same hair as me. Alright, we gotta make some glasses. Alright, well, here you go. How are the spectacles coming along? You're like, these are the most amazing spectacles I've ever seen in my life. Oh my gosh. Those are actually pretty nice. Oh, praise be, I can see again. Oh, the beauty of nature in its fullest brilliance, extending as high as the heavens and as far as the horizon. My world is so wide now, I feel as though anything and everything is possible. Thank you, schoolmaster. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. To look at your glee, it's a wonder you didn't realize that the fault lay in your spectacles. At any rate, you may again work with confidence. She could hardly see worth a damn. You could still do a sight better than us. We're gonna have to lift up our game something fierce. You hear me, Hal? Loud and clear, Wido. Loud and clear. These are the finest spectacles a good girl could hope to own. I don't know how close we can get to such quality, but we're going to give it our all. Prior to this, Jebica did show a glimpse of promise, but with the new spectacles, I believe she is set to give us a veritable eyeful. Seeing this has served to stoke the fires within Wido and Hal, and we may expect much and more from them also. They may be works in progress, but quickly are they taking shape. Ere long, they will become goldsmiths of their own right. From our perspective, they still have far to go, but they now have it in them to craft wares fit to grace shop displays. In anticipation of this, I've been consulting Master Marcel on finding purveyors willing to stock their handiwork. Ours is an unknown name for now. The day will come when people see the realm over. When people the realm over gather in droves seeking Crown Gemworks articles. It is to see such a day arrive that we labor. It occurs to me that if the spectacles are to serve as reference, would Jacobica not need to remove... I had the same thought. How would she carry out the work in that case? Oh, right you are. I can make her another pair. It was really easy. Shall we say that this is part of the challenge? Could afford us a little more time to prepare for the next task. It's kind of messed up. Like, they know how blind she is. Good luck. In polishing your skills as a goldsmith, you have learned manipulation. Alright. Any more of these? So probably like 2 more of you. Ooh. The ball. Okay. Let's go ahead and knock out 1 more of these. She'll do fine. Yeah, maybe she just wears like, you know, a blind cloth and or a blindfold and like has to feel textures. Emma Loth is expecting a call on her link pearl any moment now. Schoolmaster, I trust you've been keeping well. It pleases me to say that our apprentices are making sound progress. Such is their dedication, they've even formed a study group of their own volition. Pray excuse me a moment. Ah, Master Marcel, good evening to you. Truly, we are in your debt. You will recall that I've been looking for willing outlets for our apprentices' handiwork. To that end, I sent some samples to Master Marcel to present to merchants. Well, that was Master Marcel reporting on the results, and it seems the samples were very well received. No few outlets have expressed their interest, with some willing to stock our wares on a trial basis. Though it's low volume still, orders have already come in, and Master Marcel asks that the apprentices come to Estems for a meeting with the clients. To reach this stage in so short a time is a tremendous achievement, and they may rightly feel proud. Speaking of the apprentices, they shall be glad for their tidings. Mayhap the schoolmaster would be care to be the bearer? There is no denying the news would be sweeter coming from you, Dorbe. Why'd I trouble you to tell them? You will find them gathered by Chakra Falls to the north, engaging in some furtive enterprise, if I might add. What do you mean by that? So, is it possible to change your character name in the game? Because I remember the only opportunity I feel like I've had to do it was when we transferred servers over here. Like, I feel like at this point I can't really switch from Dorbay, but Dorbay does feel very masculine for my cat girl. So if I was going to change names, like, is there a way to do it? Jikaba. Jikabaka. Yeah, if it's unused. Well, that's why I had to add the I into Dorbay. Dorbay. Because Dorbay without the extra I was already taken. But do you have to use, like, Fantasia to do it, or...? Schoolmaster Harrigan? What are you doing? I mean, what can we do for you? On the Mog Station you can? Oh. Did I mess with DMR? Change my name? He won't be able to tell. What? Did I hear you right? And you just told us we've received real orders from real clients? Oh. There I thought we was years away from making sellable stuff. All thanks to you and Miss Emeloth. We'll put our best work and make you proud. You'll see. Thanks, Wido. Al. You guys don't talk as much. If you're logged in while changing your name, it doesn't appear. You need to relog. How often can you change your name? So... You're probably wondering why we're gathered like this and talking secret talk. You see, we want to do something to show our gratitude to the Sultana for granting us this opportunity to become goldsmiths and contribute to Alamigo's future. Boy, we even sacrificed to Mother's crown. Seeing as our wares are now fit for the market, it's time we repaid our kindness. Problem is, we can't decide how to go about it. What to give her? We was thinking maybe we could use the crown's remaining gems to make something, but beyond that... Oh, I have an idea. The meeting with the clients will take place at Ashtames, and Master Marcel will be on hand, am I right? Well, if anyone knows a suitable tribute, it would be him. So perhaps we could consult on him on it while we're there, and it would give us heart if you were present there as well. Yeah, what she said. We'd be feeling a lot better having you with us. Anyway, we'd best be off. Come on, you two. We've got some orders to receive. As long as you pay for it. Okay, so you actually have to pay real money. Alrighty, back to Uda. Alright. Go up here. Master Marcel. What do they sell here? Just some random jewelry. From this simple ring, a lifelong bond. Is this what you need to buy for the marriage stuff? That would make sense. Harrigan, I am pleased to report that the meeting went smoothly. The clients left feeling confident. Now then, your apprentices say you have a consultation for me. Oh, a tribute for the Sultana, and one which makes use of the gems from a Lady Mother's crown? An inspired idea. Alas, I have none of mine own to offer. Not likely is coming to mind. I am sure you will appreciate. I am honor bound to protect my patron's confidentiality, but it should not infringe upon my code of conduct to share with you such rumors as are commonly heard in town. If the whispers are to be believed, a maiden who shares an uncanny resemblance to the Sultana has been observed frequenting a certain shop. If the maiden in question is in fact her grace, it may well be that something has taken her fancy, and that something may offer an answer to your question. You've seen the Sultana in disguise on a number of occasions, I believe. You ought to be able to recognize her easily, though. Easily enough. Well, this all sounds promising, and it just so happens Hal and Wido are at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange, so I'll fetch them and we'll investigate the rumor together. She all run on sentences like this. Once we've got a name for the shop, we'll lie in wait for the Sultana, and we'll need you to be on hand to identify her. See you in a bit, Schoolmaster, and thank you for your kind help, Master Marcel. Thanks, Marcel. You're a real one. If you are married, don't you have to, like, do you just get somebody and go sign up for a travel session and that's how you get married, or do you have to propose, or? Have you not been married yet, James? What's up, Hal? You seen a short, very distinctive pink-haired Lalafell walking around? No time for supplies. We've got Sultana to find. You'll be pleased to hear I've narrowed down the arms vendor. It's a place owned by one jealous juggernaut, which means the Sultana's favor the shop just across the way. Keep watch there long enough and she's bound to appear. Gabrica? Schoolmaster. A short while ago, there was a sighting of a maiden who looks not unlike her grace, accompanied by a person who looks not unlike an old man. It's second-hand information, to be sure, but if it's true, it's not unlike a golden chance, and we just need to find out what this shop is and that the Sultana visits. Okay, so seen recently for a shop. Where is Wido? Sorry for making you run around like this, Chief, but it won't take much longer, I promise. We've got good info on the shop that's mentioned in the rumors. It's a sundry goods store opposite an arms vendor, and there's only so many of those at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Alright, sundry goods, across from the arms vendor. You have to do quest praying in locations, and then you can marry. This is the independent arms merchant. So, if we wait here, it should be that one across Nanabe? Or that one over there? Based on Wido's and Hal's information, this is where the Sultana-esque maiden appears. Look! Oh, I think it was just gonna be like a Rokudan in a dress. Come and see this orchestration fairly every day. You are truly taken by it, Lady Lilira. Lira. Oh, it is perfect in all ways, save for its size. Would that it was small enough to fit in my bedchamber. It's an elegant, compact orchestrion not exist. Such an item would suit my lady very well indeed, but I fear it will prove elusive to find even in our great city. Schoolmaster, was that who I think it is? And she desires an elegant, compact orchestrion. Dear God be praised. Now that we know what to make, we must back to Rauga's Reach so you can get to work right away, and needless to say, we'll be needing your help. Oh, and we ought to say thanks to Master Marcel again, but me and the others can take care of that, so please go on ahead. Deal. So she wants a small music box. Got it. Our apprentices have told me all. They wish to present her grace with an elegant and compact orchestrion. It's a fine choice for a tribute, and made finer still with the gems from her lady mother's crown. Our large machines fashioned by carpenters are the norm. I believe it is within the realm of possibility to produce a miniaturized version with our goldsmithing technique. But by our techniques, I mean yours and mine, Schoolmaster. Though our apprentices have become capable enough to fill the odd order, they yet lack the skill needed to craft precision instruments, and orchestrions demand no small degree of precision. Seeing as they are determined, it falls to us to prepare them for the challenge. To that end, I've a mind to test them on a similarly complex apparatus, a tabletop chronometer. Just a clock. From past experience, rather than being taken by the hand, I believe our apprentices learn best by following your example. So I would ask that you perform another demonstration. Pray begin whenever you are ready, Schoolmaster, and let Conchana know if you have need of additional material. Okay, so she wants me to build a clock. I can do that. Boom, boom. Easy. How fares the crafting effort, Storbe? Both the apprentices and I eagerly await your finished chronometer. Chronometer. It's more like chronometer, like speedometer, rather than chronometer. What the hell is that? That looks sick. This, Schoolmaster, is absolutely flawless. My breath fairly caught in my throat. My expectations of you are as high as a matter of course, but you manage to transcend them every time. Apprentices, you are not like to find a finer example of a chronometer. Study it well and reproduce it as best you can. You shall acquire the requisite knowledge and techniques for making an orchestrion. We're supposed to reproduce that? Oh dear, my hands are starting to shake. But it's not out of dread, but the excitement of tackling the task. The more I learn goldsmithing, the more I'm made to appreciate the schoolmaster's brilliance and keenly feel how utterly unpolished I am next to her. You're like a god among goldsmiths, up in your own place in the heavens, while we're bumbling down here on the ground, and though we may never get to where you are, we'll keep on climbing every mountain in the hopes that one day we will. And crafter quests make you feel so good. You're like, you are God's gift to the entire crafting community. The best it's ever been done. Like, anytime I make something, it's the best. The best they've ever seen. So if you ever need a little ego boost, do some crafting quests. 'Tis well that they are motivated, for this will be the steepest mountain yet. But when they have climbed it, they will be all the more prepared to climb all the others to come. Doesn't matter. Okay. I need a quick break from talking. My God. Let's see. James, would you like to run? Why don't we do a leveling? And I will tank. I also want to go find a mender. Cool. All right. You ready? Ooh, this is the one. This is like the first quest we have to do. We got heroic pancake. Are you dressed as a? What are you dressed? A rabbit? It's a real rabbit person. James, do you feel with me pulling a bunch of stuff? I know I don't usually care because BMR is the enemy. Look at that. Get it? Look at it. I don't understand how you couldn't like Paladin. I mean, I just think they look the most tanky out of all the classes. They look cool with their sword and shield. I don't understand the Paladins thing. Over here, ooh, some loot. Gotta grab that. We got shoes, turban, some rings. Some skinless strippers. I mean skippers. Cool. Taken down. Get over here. The governor. So, as a child growing up in California, our governor was Arnold Schwarzenegger, right? The Terminator. So the word governor will always be pronounced with the Austrian accent. sucker. What are they doing? Everybody's so far away. Dropped on my own little island. Seriously, what is with him and the Wallafel? He keeps targeting. Is it just based on the shortest? He'd be back. Alright. Got some dogs. Ooh, that might have been a lot. I am so sorry, James. And they're all fairly big, I hope. So I was talking to my friend at work, and he doesn't play anymore. But he said when he did play, he used to run a program that would keep track of, like, you know, damage, like a damage counter for everybody involved in the party. Is that fairly common? Like, do people actually know how much damage I am or am not doing? No, it's third party. Right, right. But is that something like a lot of people like to run? Or is that just because... Is it just like a... I feel like I would only want to run it if I had like a strong raid group going forth. I wanted to make sure I had enough damage output being done. Third party 14 is hush hush. So what, people run it but they don't talk about it? I know there's that big thing a couple months ago where they... I wasn't even... Uh-oh. Sorry, I got seduced. Not even that attractive. Faster is more open. Well, they got rid of that one program that was like for like appearance mods that lets other people see what you were modding. We're upset about that. Like, I get it. It's your property. You don't want people messing with it. And it could open to, like, you know, malicious things like tracking people in the game if they don't want. But I don't know. I like to be open. Act is different from mayor. Is that the name of the thing, or is that some acronyms I don't know? Really good advance. Ooh. Oh, I thought I lined up correctly. Stand here, right? Should be good. Oh, hello. Yeah, I mean, their reasoning would probably be that, like, you know, they didn't want people bullying, I guess, in the chat. You know, if your bard isn't putting out enough damage and getting yelled at. It could introduce toxicity, but honestly, it would just be a nice, helpful feature for people like me that I'm like, am I actually doing a good amount of damage, or something I need to change in my gameplay? Morbid retreat? No, totally. See, I did. Cool. Very nice. Other accommodations for obviously the heroic pancake bunny. Little turtle! I already have it. I will pass it along. That's true. What's to stop people from just bullying anyway with the non-native one? I don't want people coming. Yeah, no, I get it. Like, but it's like a helpful tool. Maybe, is there a way to track your own damage? I know you can go to the, like those little training dummies, the Sky, Wind, Earth, or whatever it's called, and you can kind of see how much damage you put out. That seems to be the closest thing you can work on in the game. All right. Let's go ahead and finish off, hopefully, there's Goldsmith. You think they're just being hypocrites and they use one? I mean, yeah, they probably have the technology, right? They probably have their own program running for balancing and stuff. Okay, Emeloth has a message for you from your apprentices. Oh, schoolmaster. Our apprentices wish to consult you regarding the orchestrion they intend to make for the Sultana. We'll find them over by Chakra Falls, their favorite place to convene when they have something to hide. And while you are there, could you please tell them that they are needed at the workshop? As it happens, they have other tasks requiring their attention. And you guys, he knows about the spot. Hey, look, it's Aaron. Oh, man. Just don't be open with it. So I probably shouldn't, like, have it up on screen if I'm streaming. Ah, Schoolmaster Harrigan. You'll never guess, but we've already begun working on the orchestrion. And without Miss Emloth's knowledge, because we want to see how well we could do by ourselves. Before, we divided up the task between the three of us, and I'm in charge of the cylinder. Each of the parts are ready already, and all that remains is to join them together. Oh, and also apply the finishing touches and affix the gemstones, but these two things we'd like to entrust to you, seeing as the gemworks wouldn't be, well, the gemworks without you. Before we get ahead of ourselves, we'd appreciate it if you and Miss Emmeloth could examine our work to make certain everything's up to scratch. Yeah, go back to work. I have orders to fill. Always that it shouldn't impact other people's play. No one else knows, then you're not causing any problems. Yeah, no, the big problem is just the commenting on other people's stuff. So, we've been working on the orchestrion in secret. The adornment's my task, and I was hoping you could tell me how good, or shite, a job I did. First, we was thinking to make the whole thing together ourselves, but then we got to thinking some more. You and your Grace go back a long way, right? Well, it seemed to us the tribute to be all the more special if it was you to handle the finishing touches, and attach the gemstones and all that. Thank you. Go back to work. Streaming at a higher chance of being banned. Is it like what's their banning system? Is it like I get caught, I'm out for a week, or is it like terminate my character? Chief, want to take a look at this for me? It's the case for the orchestrion. Putting the wooden bits together was a deal harder than I expected, but I kept at it till it all came together. Or at least wise I think it did. Hey, Miss Emmeloth needs us back. Ah, bugger. I'm supposed to unload the supplies. Ew, I forgot something. Go back to work. Ungrateful. Square Enix tuned the hardest difficulty fights around players using mods to track damage and other mods to plan and practice fight strategy. It's hypocrisy, but they don't care because most players want it. So like what, like the Savage raids? Like they're too hard to finish without help, so it's almost like an unspoken agreement. They're like, we know you're going to use this, but we'll incorporate that into our plans. You've spoken with our apprentices. So, what manner of mischief has been keeping them up late at night? They made all these completely unaided. They want my honest opinion. It's good enough to assemble and present to the Sultana. With this degree of polish, there's no reason why they couldn't handle the rest themselves. Yet I can appreciate the sentimental value in entrusting the finishing touches and the gemstones to you. As our apprentices say, the gemworks wouldn't be what it is without you, and as the Sultana's personal friend, your involvement would imbue the tribute with greater meaning. In addition to symbolizing Her Grace's faith in us, the gemstones represent the cherished memories of her mother. If any one of us here should have the honor of breathing new life into them, it is you. With that, I shall leave it to you. Remember, should you require additional supplies, you need but speak with Conchana. Look forward to beholding the finished orchestrion in all of its glory. Um, I mean, I guarantee you can complete those without using the mods, but it would just be, yeah, it's about being first. That's true. It would just take longer, right? And who's got time to be running a mod or running a dungeon 14 times? I don't know. I don't really participate in those dungeons yet, so I imagine it's a pain to try to get through the first time you see it. But I mean, that should be part of the fun of the game. All right, I made your box. Is it ready, schoolmaster? The orchestrion. Hot. I believe I am getting butterflies in spite of myself. My, this is magnificent. A more refined and elegant orchestrion I have never seen. Why, I can already see it gracing the Sultana's chamber, its music imbuing her slumber with sweet dreams. Such a grand tribute calls for a grand occasion in which to present it, and as the creators, suffice it to say you and the apprentices must be in attendance. I shall arrange for the Crown Gemworks to have an audience with Her Grace. Until that time, let all keep the nature of the tribute in confidence. The orchestrion I shall leave in your safekeeping, Dorbe. At the appointed hour, I pray take it to the palace entrance at the Royal Promenade. State your business to the Sultan sworn on duty, and he will show you in. I shall see you there. A few quality of life features are once add-ons too. Yeah, like taking inspiration and just like make it common. Or it's just doesn't make it better one. Pause the reason. Yeah, I think my only problem with it is like if I, as somebody who doesn't really know anything about mods, it does feel like I would be kind of gate kept from, well, not completing stuff, because like I said, you could complete it with enough effort, but I would be the burden, I guess, of the group if I wasn't running it. You do kind of feel that pressure to like, oh, I should probably be using everything I can to be like do the best I can. But I mean, what other mods are prevalent besides, you know, damage counters and like, I guess, appearance mods? Oh, Bartholomew. Very good. Lest you wonder, your colleagues have already arrived. She'll take you to join them. Her Grace will receive you in her chambers. I feel like Bartholomew is probably not the smartest brick on the wall. Be at ease, my friends. I'm informed you are come with a gift. Yes, Your Grace. A humble token of gratitude from the apprentice goldsmiths for the generosity you have shown them. Serendipity? That's a great name. It better look cool as hell. Okay. Do mine eyes deceive? Does it please your grace? I thought she was gonna be upset Lalafell at first. How should it not please me? 'Tis the very thing I desired, yet was resigned to never to find. And the jewels that adorn it, they are familiar to me, and comfortingly so. Could they be... Indeed, your grace. We took the liberty of using jewels from your lady mother's crown. Little happy Lalafell, my god. Tim, may I try it? Naught would please us more, your grace. People do things like zoom the camera way out or build a simulation of a specific phase that normally takes minutes of play to start. WoW does that, where they build their raids assuming everyone's using the mods. They usually don't bother putting in tells because the DBM will call it. Dang. I mean, that'd be frustrating. So the only way to do it without mods is just to memorize everything. It was a collaboration between the apprentices who crafted and assembled the primary components, and their schoolmaster, Harrigan, who handled the finishing touches. I gave the crown willingly and expect naught in return, yet here it is returned to me and reborn in magnificent form. I am grateful beyond words, not only for this gift, but also what it represents, your coming into your own as goldsmiths, ready to contribute to the future of your homeland. From the first I had every faith in you, Dorbe, but even so, I dared not hope that this day would come so soon. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you. You're welcome, Small Onion. You're welcome. A happier audience we couldn't have expected. Now then, ere we return to Rogos Reach, may I suggest we gather at the Goldsmiths Guild? Oh, don't ask, don't tell, Lance Armstrong style. Devs wouldn't be able to do certain mechanics because it'd either be trivial or impossible if everybody was running mods. I mean, I wouldn't consider it to be cheating, because, I mean, what are you cheating against? The computer? Like, the boss? The only thing I would, if you're trying to do some sort of record, that would be it, right? You set out to repay the Sultana. You have succeeded in the grandest fashion. I am truly happy for you. Master Marcel beheld the orchestrion for the first time and was deeply impressed. He makes his way here, even as we speak, doubtless with words of praise. Though, if I may add, when he called he sounded uncharacteristically flustered. I've got 10 more orders. We have a situation on our hands. Oh dear. What could this be about? No sooner did I return to Ishtams than I was flooded with orders for the selfsame orchestrion that you presented to the Sultana. It seems that word has gotten out of the Crown Gemworks tribute for her grace, while Ul'dah is not, but rife with rumors that it happened with such speed beggars belief. That's passing odd. No one else was in attendance save ourselves, and afterwards we came directly to the guild. Did one of you three... Oh no, serendipity. Oh, I'm so sorry. It was me. On the way here I bumped into Momodi and I might have let it slip. I see. If Miss Momodi knows, then 'tis fair to say so does everyone. Far be it her grace's intent to publicize her initiative, but neither did she expressly forbid us from speaking. You've done no ill, Miss Serendipity. On the contrary, you've done extremely well. From the perspective of commerce, the merchant in me is fairly giddy at the opportunities this presents. So, what say you all? Might Ishtame's aesthetics have the honor of carrying Gemworks orchestrions at an Alamigan specialty? Are you serious? Our handiwork, sold at a prestigious place like Ishtame's? Are we ready for this? Don't worry, brother. Got the schoolmaster at our backs, remember? I'm gonna be busy. Think not. Lest you forget, my apprentices, you are the heart of this initiative, and relying upon the schoolmaster would take the shine off your tail. I concur with that assessment. Furthermore, for all intents and purposes, a product synonymous with Alamigo has been born this day. In other words, Aragon has fulfilled her role as stipulated by the Sultana, and with distinction besides. It would not be meet to demand more. That doesn't seem right. It would not be meet to demand more of her. Is Momodi the innkeeper? Or is he the old guy? We'll manage by ourselves somehow. I know we will, so you needn't worry. Yes, that's the spirit. Now, even though Dorbe won't always be on hand like before, I'm sure she'll visit Ralga's Reach whenever she's able, and you may rest assured that Emeloth won't be going anywhere anytime soon. Near or far, you'll always be our schoolmaster, Schoolmaster Harrigan, and we'll always be waiting for you. Thanks. Miss Emeloth, if I might trouble you for a moment, I should be very much like to discuss the matter of supply. And ere we go our separate ways, allow me to say to you all what an honor and privilege it has been to be a part of this tale. Suffice it to say, I shall continue to watch the Crown Gemworks with great interest and ever pray for its success. Till next time, my friends. Oh, this reading has got me. I can't keep my accent straight. I can barely keep my accent straight usually. Yeah, she's the starting innkeeper. I thought so. I mean, no, Serendipity definitely told her and, like, didn't think about the consequences. But, okay, that was the goldsmith timeline. It was all right. You know, nothing special. My favorite still the blacksmith / armor. I don't remember which one it was. But yeah, it was you know, it was nice. You know, we're doing stuff for Alamigo. They're struggling. Um, J- Kelbina, whatever her name was. She talks way too much. And I think she has ruined my voice for the rest of the stream. But let's see. James, would you like to go do or have a banana? I don't know if you're busy. It looks like you're maybe playing with Doc Walker. But I think I would at least like to get another high-level dungeon done. Maybe just a normal raid. And then maybe we'll just call it for the day. I really didn't expect it to take that long. I thought I could definitely get through that one and the Leatherworker Guild, but I guess not. I didn't even get to the Crystarium. I have to change the title of the stream. And I've run out of coffee too. Fortunately. I'm just getting logged in. Will be available shortly though. I'm on Siren still. Okay, well in that case we could just do one of these normal raids. They go by pretty quickly. And then maybe by the time you're done, you can jump in. Let's see which one we get. Well, normally I have BMR here to tell me when I'm muted. So I apologize. That was a very quiet boss raid. Um that was your Mog Tome for the week? That's what I should go do, is go check my Mog Pendium. I can almost guarantee it's gonna be Endwalker content. Consult the Mog Pendium. Weekly objective. No, Pharaoh's serious. Okay. That's an easy one to knock out. Oh, I didn't do the Copperbell Mines hard. Oops. I didn't play Triple Triad. I'll be honest, I thought these were... Dang. I didn't remember that these expired. Unfortunate. Okay. Then let's queue for Pharaoh Sirius. Which is... I think a Realm Reborn... No. Heaven's Word Hard? Yeah, there it is. No, I think it was just... Hold on. Was it just regular Pharaoh series? It was. Okay. This week was... Unacceptable. WT? What's that? Which I finished instantly. I know mine was the freaking... the sticker book. Which I might be able to get. I just need to get 3. Can't be that hard. Wondrous Tales. Okay, so yeah, the same thing, sticker book. A little too early. The she devil. She's not that bad. She's just, she really likes her hearing about our adventures, I guess. I don't... this one. So, kind of like BMR has alluded to in the previous video. Just keep stepping across. Oh, did we, I'm sorry, did we lose somebody? We did. As BMR has alluded to in the previous video, the dungeons from like this time and place were a lot more like they had a lot more twists and turns, and like you didn't really want to go down certain sections because they're a waste of time. Whereas the newer dungeons, at least in Heaven or Shadow Bringer, it's a lot more like streamlined. So going back and doing these old ones, I kind of feel like puzzled that there's like, oh, I know this corridor doesn't go anywhere, it just goes to an empty room. And as a tank who's constantly trying to find their way through the dungeons, it is kind of frustrating. Ow. The hell was that? Okay, so what happened? What did I miss? The mechanic is to eat the egg? Is that factual, or are you just making stuff up? Yeah, watch the AoE attacks don't kill the eggs. Did I kill the egg? It's on video, so it shouldn't be that hard to figure out. Alright, we stumbled our way through that one. That was not the cleanest. Oh, Dancer did their big AoE and killed half the eggs. Forgot that. That made sense because I wasn't paying attention, you know, as I am wont to do as a tank. And fine, I won't do that. Oh, from the side? That makes sense. I've got tank brain today. Doesn't appreciate a good dance. Okay. Almost from the town of Clovers. Damn! I killed that fast. I wonder who's been singing this whole time. You ever fight a boss fight where it's like most boss fights as a tank, my one goal face it away from the party, right? You ever fight a boss fight where you want to face it towards the party? Games is just running a third-party system that's telling them when to heal. Hey, anything in here? You can't interrupt the divide that makes little slimes. Unfortunately, I seem to have gotten rid of all of my interrupting ability. Like my kick. I guess my shield bash, probably. Paladin. Cool. All right. Can I go to the Moogle and then consult the Mogpendium? Turn that in. I did one. This is my first comb thing I've done so far. Which means I have 100, so I can buy something. I can buy these buzz earrings. Let's see how they look. Oh yeah, those are Those are definitely something. Not compared to these Orcsy earrings, which I actually like. For whatever reason, I do like these. No, but we have to get the Glimmer of Light, because if I remember correctly, these are a pain to try to get. Always buy those. Excessive petticoats. Learn the sweat emote. Okay, this is a hairstyle. Minion, barding. Need a good umbrella. Buy the Kamui. And then what's left? I have you. I don't think I need any of these in there. Griffin Hatchling, of course, grab that. Wind Up Hobgoblin, of course, grab that. Cards that I don't already have. There is one, Prometheus. So, sure, I'll pay for that. I'll probably get it later, but, you know. Okay, let's see what I got. Glimmer of Light, I've seen BMR riding around on that. Looks cool. Legendary Kamui. One more wolf I don't need to get. Griffin Hatchling, BMR's favorite new minion. Little hobgoblin? Looks like a toadstool. And then new triple triad card. Which, if I go to my triple triad thing, card list, I'm only at 165 out of 454. Okay, Never Buy Accessories Glam, Tinker's Bell, and Hobgoblin can be difficult. Don't be afraid. Drops from a raid rarely. Cool. Well, I guess I'll still need to check out, see if I want to do more Leap of Faith and such. Since I think, well, Tinker Bell was 50, if I'm not mistaken. No, only 30. Okay, I can make that. Don't be afraid. The music roll is so depressing to look at my percentage. It's like 7%, if not lower. That I'm not really worried about the music stuff. So minions, I'll keep track of. Mounts, I'll keep track of. Everything else is just kind of up in the ether. But I think that that is gonna wrap it up for today. Okay, sorry. Yeah, it is gonna wrap it up for today. I am happy with the progress I've made through all of my, at least my goldsmith crafting. I might do my leatherworking crafting off stream, and that way next time I ended up, you know, if I end up doing a solo stream, or if it's my turn to do a Wednesday stream, I might go take a look at the crafting at the Crystarium. So I'll get that all set up. But thank you guys for tuning in and watching me talk a lot. That's the other thing. These crafting things have a lot of dialogue. But thank you guys for tuning in, helping me with these things. Thanks for learned a lot about third-party mods today and the various opinions of them. Could be good, could be bad. Only Square Enix can decide. We will be back on Saturday, as far as I know, for some more MSQ grinding away. We just met Yastola and are heading to the forest. Crafting Roll Quest should have like 5 different quest chains. Should have 5 different quest chains, or actually does have 5 different quest chains. Are you saying that they need more? But yeah, we'll be back with more MSQ on Saturday. Me and BMR. And then Wednesday, who knows? Who knows what we'll do? An ongoing variety. I hope you guys have a good rest of your week. You're almost at the weekend. You're halfway there. And become the best you could be. Become a warrior of light / goldsmith. All right, guys. I will talk to you later. Believe it.